Wally Joyner will stand in for the first time here. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Great afternoon for baseball here. 71 degrees the temperature at first pitch. Here comes the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time. And the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. A look there at our scouting report. We already know about the cutter. We saw it right there. But here's the rest of the arsenal that we'll see heading forward. Number 22 will get his first shot at it here. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, second baseman, Johnny Ray.
Johnny Ray will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. Angels nothing. A's coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. There you see the starting lineup for Oakland now. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. And defensively, the Angels will look like this in the field. Carney will take his cuts now. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Dave Henderson waits on deck. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. No problem here, 1 away.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Dave Henderson digs in at the plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count now, 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. Now, a hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Batting third, right fielder, Jose Canseco.
Jose Canseco will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. White is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
And it's got to be frustrating to be a power hitter like he is and play 81 games at a pitcher's park like this one. I mean, guys are motivated by numbers, and you just wonder what he could be doing in a ballpark that better suits his swing.
Mark McGwire will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the alley as it heads out toward Mount Davis for extra bases. And the run is in to score to make this a 1-0 ball game.
Well, with 2 away, you can bet you're going to get a great jump over there at first base. And he gets just that as he's going to come all the way around to score on that 2-out double. And that's going to give his guys the first inning lead.
Terry Stein will stand in here for the first time, looking to pick up that runner from second with 2 away here. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's. Brian Downing leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Come on, let's get the out here.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Davis will step in now.
Number 24.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Swing and a miss as he starts the frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
Bob Boone will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. Hit hard. Foul. Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They trail this one 1-0. Number 28 will start things off in the bottom of the second. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And the home half of the second begins with a home run. Solo shot to right center. And Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
Normally, you hope to get a bit of movement when you throw that two-seam fastball, but you can see there, this pitch winds up straight as a string. He just unloads on it.
Glenn Hubbard will dig in here. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Now a hard liner toward short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
Well, this guy on the mound right now isn't fooling anybody to start this inning. The home run was clearly hammered, and this ball's hit even harder, but with just a more favorable result out there on the mound.
Tony Phillips will dig in with 1 in and 1 away. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Walt Weiss will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Ran it in on him as this is bounced towards short. And that's through for a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only 1 away. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Carney will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Yeah, he knows he's already given up 1 home run in the inning, so this wasn't the most aggressive sequence we've seen. He winds up losing him on 3-2.
Dave Henderson will dig in here with a chance early on to give his pitcher a little cushion to work with. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Well, that shows me a lot right there. Basically, you got him out twice. And how many times do you see that next pitch get roped for a double or missed by 3 feet to force in a run? He was able to put the missed call behind him and then focus in on the task at hand.
Here's a check swing and a foul ball. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. The A's strike for one on the solo homer. We played two. It's now 2-0 Oakland. Devin White will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. And one away now here in the Angel third.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Jack Howell.
Jack Howell will stand in. Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole. And the Angels are going to have their first hit of the ball game.
Not a bad guy to have hitting in your 8 spot. That guy's no slouch up there. He comes through with a solid single here.
Number 20 will take his first cuts of the ball game here.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. I forgot, what am I doing? Let me step off the mound.
And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back.
Split finger, okay. Not my
Runners off
strongest
for
pitch.
second. Pitch outside. The throw.
Oh, he's slow.
In time as
Got
he
him.
just gets the tag down.
I didn't even know why he tried to run.
So much for that first hit of the game. Now he's going to try to press his luck and take second, but a good
And that was a
throw
good pitch for him to
cuts
steal
down.
on. He was just a slow runner. All right. Let's see, here we go.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup
All right, we gotta
over
get
and
this
give
guy.
these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
I haven't thrown my curveball. Come on, let's get him. Catch him. Catch him.
Hit on the ground towards
Oh, look at
first.
Mark
Oh, he
McGwire.
comes up with it.
Look at
And
Mark
he'll step to the
McGwire
bag himself, and the inning is
with the
over.
scoop. Big Mac.
Angels go quietly there. They trail it here 2-0. Mark McGwire makes his way to the plate to
All
get
right.
started here in the
Big
bottom
Mac.
of inning number 3.
In his first at bat, he actually hit a ball deep enough for a home run, but it just went foul. And, oh, full count. Hold on.
Swinging a hard liner to
Oh,
center
it's gonna be
field.
out.
White
Right to
is
him.
right there, 1 down.
Yeah, this can be a tough play to judge. It's that line drive right at you in center field. It's tough because it takes a second to figure out that depth perception. But he's all over this one to make the play without any problem at all.
Terry Stein will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And he puts a pretty good jolt
a
into
good
this
hit.
one, high and deep to
Oh,
center.
come on.
White.
Wow,
back to the
that was
track
deep.
As he takes it for out number 2.
Boy, I thought at first that this was going to be a tougher play than it wound up being. You can see him turn and run straight back towards the wall here in center field, but he gets back there in plenty of time to make the play.
Number 28. We'll see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. Here it comes.
Full count.
Now a ball hit hard toward first.
Oh, yeah.
And that gets down. And
That's
we'll
two.
see if
That's two
extra
bases. That's 2 bases.
And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Two bases. There we go.
Well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Well, you'll see how late he is on this fastball. I mean, he nearly takes this out of the catcher's glove, but somehow he's able to steer it fair down the line, and he cruises in with a double.
Glenn Hubbard will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the two-out double. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. More from the East Bay right after this. Wally Joyner will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Oh, give me just a second. Hey, what's up, French fries? How you doing, man?
And he takes a cold strike 2.
Trying to get back in this MLB field.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the
0-2 count. Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Number 22 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate.
Need to get some people out with my splitter. Got a 0-2 count on it.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul.
I think I'm gonna go hit him with the high heat. Got him. Yep, I know he was looking low. Catch him off guard that way.
I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Johnny Ray will get another shot.
All right,
Called out on
so we'll
strikes
go with the curve.
No offer on that.
Have I heard something about MLB 15 the show? The only thing I've heard was the information that came out right around PES, the PlayStation Experience event or whatever it was called. Basically, I mean, nothing really like groundbreaking news. It was just more or less talking about they're going to have branded like shoes, clothing, and gear, like Nike. I think that's the only one they showed was Nike. Then they're also gonna have players look more like themselves. They're gonna have players are gonna show more emotion. Also, something that we already knew from this game, but you'll be able to carry your Road to the Show career over between games. So when MLB 15 the show comes out, all the progress you've made in MLB 14 the show will carry over. So that's going to be a thing. And you know, I just hope they just do clean up the frame rate, clean up the loading times, things of that nature. I think they need to implement more player body types, because there's only 3 body types in this game. You have the real slender build, you have the normal build. Well, actually that's 4 body types. You got slender, the normal build, then you got the muscular build, then you got the fat guys like Prince Fielder and Bartolo Colon. Oh, let's go. Move. That's 3. That's a triple. That's a triple. That's a triple. What? Whoa, man. Sometimes I think the outfielders' arms are just way too strong, man. They get the ball in there. But yeah, like the really big players, the husky players like the Prince Fielders and Bartolo Colons, the body types are horrible for those guys. All they do is take a normal body type and they just stretch it, so it doesn't look proportioned right. It just looks weird. So they need more body types, and hopefully they continue to build upon the quick counts, which is what I'm playing now, where there's already a predetermined. Oh no, I didn't swing. No, I didn't swing. Whether you start off to make the games go by faster, they already started you out with a predetermined like ball and strike count. They need to create more variations for it.
Comes a 2-2. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. Throw to first is
they need to create more variations, like for example, if it's a really good hitter coming up to the plate and let's just say it's in a critical moment of the game, it's a tie score, let that player come up with a 0-0 count. I mean, let me experience the full at bat, or let there be some 0-1 counts or some 1-0 counts. There's always a ball or a strike of some sort, or there's either 2 strikes, no balls, or there's either 2 balls, no strikes, or something like that. So they need to have more variations of these counts. It's too low.
Davis is over to his right as he puts this one
but yeah,
away.
they haven't really released a lot of information. I'm not sure if the game is going to be coming out, the PS4 version. I'm not sure if it's going to be come out in March or if it's going to come out in April like it did last year. Hopefully they both come out on the same day. If they come out on different days, I'm probably going to pick the PS3 version up, or at least rent it from GameFly, and then buy the PS4 version when it comes out a month later or whenever it comes out. But hopefully they'll have them come out on the same day.
Here's the 1-1, and he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
So right now the teams I'm playing with, I'm actually using a custom roster set from 1987. So you have Jose Canseco, you got the Bash brothers on the Oakland A's, you got Canseco and McGuire. We're going against the Angels. I got a roster set from 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, and 92.
Rounded to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run.
Son, where's your pass?
No errors, and no one left on base. On to the top of inning
number
5 we go.
Oh, here we go.
Oakland is on top in this one, 3-0.
Here we go. You dropped it.
Brian Downing will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
All right, we got a 3-0 count. I can have a little fun with this guy, because he's going to swing at probably anything close.
Taking all the way,
or not. Oh, wait a minute. 3-0 count. I'm thinking 0-2 count. My bad. Coming out at the end of March. Okay, cool. Well, I guess that makes more sense. You delay it because that's closer to opening day anyway. So you delay the release. Is that for both games altogether? Yeah,
Oh,
so
he waits back on the
I'm
change
fine with
there.
that.
This is hit high and fairly deep out to left. And this is
I
gonna
can
be
never
extra
time
bases
those
here to
jumps
kick off
right.
the fifth.
Never.
And he will coast into second.
I don't know
with the
when to make
leadoff
my
double.
jump to try to rob a home run. Well, that's good that they both come out together, even if it is a month later. And
Davis will
honestly,
strike
I
it
don't
again.
mind games coming out later, because as we've seen this past year, there were so many games that were released broken or incomplete, and we had to wait on day one patches or continuous patch updates to get the games to work like they were intended to. So if a game needs to be delayed,
Here's a
I have
swing
no
and a
problem with
ground
that.
ball. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner
I just
moves
think
up to third.
with these
Well,
next
that's
gen
just a really
systems
nice
and
job right there.
the
After
ambitions of the
leadoff
games
double,
that they
I don't
want to
care
produce
who the
on them,
next guy is,
I think they need to be
he
more
has to, at the
realistic
very
about what they
least,
can
make a
do.
productive out. And that's
And
a good
granted,
job right
last
there
year
as he
was like
kicks
the
his man to third.
year one
Now
of these
with just
games
one out.
coming out for the most part.
Bob Boone will
So,
stand in.
you know, you can,
He grounded out
I
his
would say
first
you can
time.
give them a pass, but when, you know, they're expecting to get our full $65 or whatever, they got to deliver. And, you know, that's not up for us
Now
to
1-2. And this is
get it,
swung
get
on
it.
and bounced up the center of the diamond.
it shouldn't be up to the consumer to say, well, okay, they can just send out a patch and it'll be updated, but as long as I get the game on X date,
Yeah, right here, runner on
I'm
third,
fine,
one out. All
which is
you're looking to do
not a
is
good
hit
way to
ground
look
ball
at it,
past
because
the
if you get a
pitcher,
game
you're
on
gonna
a
get
certain
that
date
run home. Here's
and
the
it's not
added bonus.
playable in
He
its
finds the
true
hole,
form,
and he gets it on into
then
center
you're
field.
getting an incomplete product. And then with data caps that people have on their internet service providers, I mean, these patches, man, I mean, they're going against people's data cap, and that's not cool. So let's turn 2. Good job.
It's a double play and the inning is over.
Because, you know, I have Comcast, so we have a data cap. And it was never, data caps were never an issue with, you know, with our household until these next gen consoles came out because of these large patches and updates. I think back in, was it October or November? I think it was November. I never go digital. I always buy hard copies of the games. One, because I just like to collect them. And hold on.
And this is hit hard
Right.
to the ground at first.
So I like to collect the games. I like to put them in my CD folder, and I can just pick from what I want. I don't mind getting up, putting the game in the system. It's not a big deal. But I decided to go ahead and get the Master Chief Collection, buy it digitally, because I never really did that before. And that was probably the worst decision anyone can make in terms of going digital. That was a game you should never do that on, because total size download was 60 gigs. The game itself was 40 gigs. And then there was a 20 gig day one patch, which I was told was the multiplayer part of the game. The 40 gigs was just the full. That was just all the single player campaign stuff, and then the patch on day one was strictly for multiplayer. So that right there just tore up my my data for that month. Oh, that's a good hit. That's a good hit. It looks deep. Looks deep. Wow, man, that hit off the top green in that back wall back there. Yeah, so I mean, you gotta imagine. You think 60 gigs, and our data cap is like 300 gigs. So I mean, that's basically 1/5 of my data cap in one day. That's crazy. So that's why I don't like to go digital. If I didn't have a data cap, I would probably do more digital, because it's more convenient, and plus, since we have to install all the game to the hard drive anyway, it just makes it more convenient to just go digital. But when I have a data cap, see, it bounced off the top. Wow, he hit that deep. But when you have to deal with that stuff, it's not. For me, it's not economical for me to try to go digital right now. But I want them to fix everything that was wrong in this game. Foul.
But this will wind up being a foul ball.
So, French fries, are you going to get MLB 15 the show?
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Normally that two-seamer has a lot more movement to it. Now, it's been pretty straight for him in this one, and he's gotten into trouble because of it.
Now a ball
That's a
lined
good hit.
towards center
That's a
field.
good hit.
And that's in there, base hit.
talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Now Mike Scioscia's up out of the Angel dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be
hit a
all
home
for his
run?
starter this afternoon.
Switch hitter.
And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. And here's a ball.
I didn't mean to swing
at
at that, but
and that's going to fall.
got lucky with that.
Hit.
Y'all, you gonna get it the next day? Yeah.
Pretty good about
Cool.
this afternoon so far. That's 3 at-bats, 3 base hits.
Hey. Yeah.
Glenn Hubbard will step in. He's lined out and grounded out.
Oh, wow, you're having fun, little guy. Full count.
Swing and
Oh, man, look at that.
Off with that one. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A payoff pitch one more time. In the air to straightaway center field. White is there, 2 gone.
I don't know why the guy on first ran so far up to second to tag. I mean, that was ridiculous.
Probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage: don't make the last.
Wow, look at
out
Tony
of the
Phillips. A
inning,
triple, a
third base.
single. All right, let's go get a double.
Probably the right call.
Maybe you can hit for the cycle.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with
Yeah, I'm a
2
big
away.
fan of it too,
Well,
man.
we
It
knew
was,
we had to work
I've had it
carefully
for,
with the runner
I've
in
played it
scoring
for many
position,
years.
but I don't think a
I mean,
walk
it's
was
like,
that in mind.
it's like one of the
It's just a
top
little trickier
sports
now
video
with the
games
bases
that
loaded.
accurately represents the sport that it's trying to portray. I think MLB The Show, then NBA 2K, and then Madden. Probably for me in that order, kind of represent their sports.
And he fires a fastball
That was a good pitch.
Strike 2.
Yeah, definitely take it all the way. Not a bad idea.
I had an
with the bases loaded.
idea for them to do in this game, but I'm sure they
Here he comes
obviously
on
they don't
2-2.
listen to me.
Now a swing and an easy fly ball out
Yeah,
toward
that
right
is easy
center.
fly ball.
Davis is there to make
My
the catch,
idea
and they'll
was
escape the
they
bases
need to put
loaded
rain
jam by
delays in the
giving up
game,
just 1
and
run.
and this is how I would do
A's
it.
add on to their lead with the
So
solo
let's just
home
say
run.
I'm playing the game like I'm playing right now. I'm
This
just playing the game,
afternoon. It's now
and this can be
4-1 Oakland.
in exhibition mode. This can be in. Damn, I can't believe I hit that
Jack
deep.
Howell
It can
will
be
come
in
now
your
to begin their half of the
franchise. It could be
sixth,
in
and
your
it's been
road
a
to the
struggle
show.
for them
It'll
so
work for
far.
all
Just
modes.
3 hits through
So let's
the
say you're
first
playing a
5
game
innings.
and it's already
That's
starting out as an
certainly not gonna be
overcast,
enough
or
to
it
get
could
the
be
job
raining.
done. And
You know,
as
let's
the
light
scoreboard
rain.
bears out, if they wanna get
But
back
then
in
let's
the
say,
game,
you know,
I think
after a
this is
couple
the inning
innings
that
or,
needs to
or
start
whenever,
out.
it could be random. You can have the commentators have some specific commentary talking about how the weather's picking up, how they're projecting, you know, thunderstorms to come pretty soon. And let's just say in like a couple innings from that, you get this prompt to come up on the screen saying due to bad weather or reported thunderstorms in the area, there's been a rain delay, and they can put any kind of, you know, time frame that the rain delay is expected to last, right? So what they'll do, then you have an animation on the screen where it show like the grounds crew come out and roll the tarp over the infield, which would be pretty cool. So you're getting this feeling like, wow, this is really happening. It's going to be a rain delay. And then, you know, after they do that, you know, you still have the commentators have their own specific commentary about the rain delay or whatever, cracking jokes or just making small talk. Then the screen kind of transitions, like it'll go black, then come back to represent like time passing. And when it comes back, they'll talk about, and we're back after, you know, blah, 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 rain delay. You know, they'll give you like how long the rain delay was. And depending on how long the rain delay was, then the time of day would change accordingly. Because I believe that's one of the features in the game, in MLB 15, the show, that time of day will be accurate based upon where you're playing in the game. So they can use that function with the rain delay. And when the game starts back up again, they have the players taking the field, kind of doing some brief warm-ups, kind of how it is when you first started playing the game. And then even the, like, you see the warning track, how the dirt is, how it's, you know, lightly colored. Have the dirt be a little darker to represent it being rained on and kind of getting kind of hard and muddy. You know, maybe not in the infield as much, but you can have spots on the infield to kind of make it feel like it's also been, you have wet areas there as well. And maybe even build in a couple animations of players maybe losing their footing a little bit, running after the ball or trying to throw it. And I think that'd be pretty cool to do for to represent a rain delay, because rain delays are legit. They actually happen. And that's a big part of baseball. And it'd be really cool to do it in the franchise mode or the season mode, to where you have a rain delay and say a game gets canceled, and then you have to replay it another day. And you have commentary built in there for the commentators to revert back to that particular game that got delayed, and they call out how each team was doing. They call out any stats that are maybe relevant to how that game was being played. I think that would be a pretty neat feature. And I don't think that would be too hard to program in the game. So that was my idea. I may do a video on that and tweet it to MLB The Show, so they can see it, and then it could be something they can look at for next year's game. Because there's not too much more they can do to this game. I mean, honestly, for the core gameplay is solid. I mean, it's almost excellent. So there's not too much more they can do to the gameplay. The only thing they can really do now is just put some more bells and whistles on it. You know, get a new paint job on the outside, put some armor all on the tires, but the engine is there. The engine is there.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
I do think they need to, you know, polish up some animations on fielding, because if you preload your throws in the infield, if you have a player running away from the direction they're throwing, the animation happens way too fast from them fielding the ball, to throwing it, and it's unrealistic, and it's not fair, because it, you know, because the throws are often accurate as well. So they need to build in a level of inaccurate throws based upon your balance.
On the ground is short.
And they need to build in animations, more physics-based animations. So if you're running really fast in one direction to get the ball, then you need to be able to plant your feet, make your, you know, swivel your hips, turn, then fire to throw the ball. I mean, that's more accurate to me, but some of these animations that happen are just way over the top.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as the pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Yeah. They went to the slider.
So what is your favorite mode in MLB The Show? What do you like to play most? And who's your favorite team?
But it didn't work out that time. He winds up losing him.
Jose
Come on, Canseco.
will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
And this is going to be a foul ball. And he's able to go with a fastball nicely there, as this is sliced into right for a base hit.
Should have took 2 with that lead runner.
Mark McGuire will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Fastball, strike 3 called as he
shoot, wasn't even looking at the screen. Tended to my son.
Boy, at the very least,
okay?
if you're going to go down swinging. That's a tough way to make a second out when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Terry Stein will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he reaches for one,
that's
but
what
can't
that was
find
horrible.
it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. On to the back third
Yeah.
here this afternoon.
So
And
my
we
road
got
to
it
the
for you
show,
on
I'm
the
a
show.
shortstop, and I'm playing for the Braves.
Back here at the
Yeah,
Coliseum
Braves are
in Oakland.
my
The A's are
favorite
on top
team.
in this one as we get set for the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Johnny Ray will lead it off here in the top of inning
I
number
actually need to
7.
post a new road to the show video on my YouTube channel because I got one ready to go.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Carney has a tough play, but he ranges back to put it away for the first out.
Mets telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Brian Downing will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far.
Strike this guy out.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Fastball swung on and hit on the ground at third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Davis will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Number 28 is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they go quietly here in this half inning. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. It's the A's 4 and the Angels 1. Dwayne Boyce will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Number 28 will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner.
Yeah,
You know, with
I'm with
most
you on
guys,
that.
this is
Definitely
a
need to
sure
add more
double. But he might even
hairstyles
hit this ball
and
a little too hard, because
player
they can get it back
customization
into the
options.
infield quickly, and that's gonna
Definitely,
hold them to
especially on the
just a single.
PS4 version, because some of the hair, it looks ridiculous. Like when they were showing pictures of this game last year before it came out, they were really big getting people hyped on looking at the beards and how they can make the hair look on the beards. But then it just looks really weird when you start to see these players in the game, how the beards and the hair, some beards don't look right. And so you look at the hair, it just looks tacked on the face. It doesn't look natural.
That's just a pretty routine double
So
play.
they need to work on better blending of facial hair and just hair on top of the head. Like I would rather have like the beard this guy has right here. I'd rather have the hair just look like that rather than trying to have something that they're trying to make look like actual hair, because it doesn't pan out well. I'd rather it look like what he has. Because some of the beards and some of the like the long hair sticks so far out from the back of their head, it just looks weird.
And a fastball that's lifted the other way out to left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th.
They do have like Yadier Molina. He actually has tattoo on his neck. I think somebody else has a tattoo on their neck in this game. Yeah, they should do some stuff like that. I mean, there are a lot more players in the in baseball than in basketball. I know that 2K does a good job of putting tattoos on players. So that's, it may be a little tougher to do. And then with Madden, only putting tattoos on Colin Kaepernick because he has his tattoos copyrighted or whatever. That may be something that is keep game developers away from putting that type of detail in, because they may think, okay, we could get sued by the tattoo artist because that's their work of art, which I don't really buy that, because you're not gonna have many tattoo artists trying to seek stuff out like that. But yeah, they should do that. I mean, they said they're gonna have players look more realistic, so hopefully that would fall in line. I mean, Josh Hamilton, that's like one of his most notable traits is his tattoos on his forearm.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Even though he
And he'll
says he doesn't like the tattoos anymore, but
two away now.
still, they're there.
There's a look at how we got to where we are. A's leading this one here in Oakland as we draw nearer to the finish line. Jack Howell will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of
They
getting
got
back into
two
this ball game
strikes,
are
no
growing
balls.
dimmer by the batter.
Bad accuracy right there.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Try
And
another
that man
curveball.
right there,
This
he's gotta
curveball has
figure
not
out
been
some
getting good
kind of
results for
combination
me.
to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
And
Got
he
him.
struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning.
All right, 7 strikeout. I need to
Walt White
get some people in the
will lead
bullpen
things
now.
off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Set up, man. Should have put him in the warm-up last inning. All right, French fries. Thanks for stopping by the stream, man.
Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball. And now he has some trouble with it in left. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Wow. And how he managed with that swing to wind up with a double is beyond me. Hey, that's baseball.
Carney will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And that one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down, and that was perfect right there.
Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. White will back up and put this away for a
He might have been playing things a little cautious there at second base. That ball looked deep enough to me that he should have been thinking about advancing on it.
Dave Henderson will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
This is where those shadows start getting tough. Right around 3:30, 4 o'clock. Very difficult to recognize a slider out of the hand.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Jose Canseco will dig in. He singled his last time around.
Canseco.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. We've played 8 full. The A's lead this one 4-1. Number 20 will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Gets under the fastball there and pops this one up. This is just beyond the infield on the right side. And not the start they were hoping for, as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the 9th.
And I like the call to leave him in there instead of going with the closer with the 3-run lead. Ride the hot hand. Don't burn up your closer unless you really need to.
Wally Joyner will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. 3-2 now.
And you know he wants this complete game, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if a walk right here might be the end of the line.
Now a fastball smashed into the alley in right center, and this will get down for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hands getting into good position. The hips start to rotate and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Number 22 will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Another payoff pitch. Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. Canseco is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The batter, number 3, second baseman,
Johnny Ray is the last chance now with 2 out here in the 9th. Short lead from second, now the pitch. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
And now a crowd reported at over 28,000 rise to their feet. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another 1-2. And he swings under the curveball here as this is lifted to shallow center field. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now. Brian Downing will step in as the possible tying run, but just a single here could make this a 1-run game. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Canseco is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Not a lot of offense in this ball game, but what offense was provided came primarily from this guy, our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. Definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.